Hi guys, and welcome to La Lucha is Real podcast. I'm your host Angel,
and I'm Edith,
and welcome back. I hope none of you got your fingers blown off. I hope you have all 10 fingers, or is it 8 and 2 thumbs?
Yeah, I think it's. If you want to get technical with it, 8, 2 thumbs or whatever.
Imagine someone's like, I lost a toe.
It wasn't even the finger. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while because
for us,
because we pre-recorded our last couple episodes. I hope everybody's doing amazing as much as we can, because the smile on my face is not real.
You know when you're like smiling and your eyes twitching? That's me right now. Like,
it's like it won't está parpadeando. ¿Cómo se dice parpadeando?
That. I don't know. It's just. I really hope everybody's doing great, con dado lo que ahorita son las circunstancias. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to push through it.
Yeah, we're going to push through.
Yeah.
It's been a while. We almost forgot how to podcast.
I know. I went to Mexico, guys. I was in Mexico.
Tell us about that.
I was in Mexico for a week. That was nice. Just kind of disconnecting. Not fully, because I got internet in some parts.
I know. It was so weird. The whole satellite thing was... I felt like we were talking like in old times.
Bro, your message when you... I need to read it. Where can I find it, y'all?
So, has anybody talked through iMessage using satellite? Like, that shit is so weird. Like...
So, the part of Mexico where I'm from, guys... there's not much signal. Actually, there's no signal. But the cool thing about, I guess, the iPhones now, that they have satellite, and I've never used that feature.
Yeah.
So you can text, you can't do group text. Okay. You can only text a single person, and it's like...
And, like, you can't even send media.
No.
Because I tried to send you something, and it was not going through.
No, and you have, like, certain amount of characters you can also send, right?
It's, like, 250 characters. I'm like, well, there goes my fucking story.
So, I'm over here, like, trying to communicate. And it's funny because, y'all, like... If y'all really saw me, like, if there was a camera on me, you have to chase the satellite, So you have to be like this. And if the satellite is going this way, you go this way too, you know? And then sometimes it hides off, so we have to wait for like a couple minutes for the next satellite.
Well, how do you know when there's a satellite?
It'll tell you. It'll be like, next satellite in 11 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And then after, you gotta like start finding it and like putting your phone in different directions. Anyways. So I was able to communicate this time, and it's just fucking hilarious because it is really like it's like it takes you back into the olden times, right? And fucking Angel sends me this message. She's like, I'm gonna start texting you like the old times. Dearest old friend, 'tis a shit show in old grand US of A. I hope the native land of Mexico is treating you well. Bro, I was cracking up. I was like, oh, God. Because, it reminded me of fucking Bridgerton.
Yeah. That's what I was going for.
I was like, oh, damn. We're taking it back. But, so, yeah, I was able to communicate that way with Angel and my sisters. But it was nice also, like, not having...
Well, being able to disconnect.
Yeah, disconnect. I was reading a book the whole time I was there. There's an English version, but I was reading the Spanish version, which is called Nuestras Almas Migrantes by Héctor Tovar. Really good read. Good read. I just need a couple more pages and I'm done with it, but definitely recommend it. It makes you really see stuff. Or open your eyes even more.
What's the, how do I say it? Like, kind of, is it like biography, fiction? Like, what kind of book is it?
No, it's like non-fiction. So it talks about like stories of like real people. And his own experiences too, being like hijos de inmigrantes and everything like that.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So that was a good read. Oh, well, I'm still finishing it up, but it was definitely a good read, especially for like what's happening right now. Sometimes it's really hard for us to put ourselves in those places, when we're maybe in a more privileged place. And I feel like we have to find ways to like be more empathetic, and I feel like reading is a great way to like open that realm and, you know, put yourself in other people's shoes.
Yeah.
So that's why books are so important.
Damn. I was going to say I started reading too, but I was reading about people fucking.
You put yourself in other people's shoes. Books are important. No matter what, I feel like literature in any sort of way is really important, and I feel
literature is very important.
Literature is very important, and I feel like a lot of people, like, you know, when people say like, "Bitch, me está dando calambre," I'm like, why are you moving that way? Okay. Tell me you're old without telling me you're old. You know, when people say like, or like they think it's like, this is a great thing when they say like, oh, I haven't read a book since high school. Like,
wait, people say that in a good way?
Yes. People are like, oh yeah, I haven't read a book. I'm like,
bro, that ain't the flex you think it is.
It ain't a flex. It ain't a flex. I feel like it's not saying that everybody has to read like 1 million books a month, because coming from me, like, I don't read that fast. I read slow, and you know, I take my time. But I definitely think everybody should at least, you know, indulge in one book at least once a year. You know, because I was on a TikTok, and it was saying like, you know, books are way more than just like, you know, books. It shows empathy, and it shows different life stories, and in fiction, non-fiction, como sea, you know. It's like, it's a way of putting yourself in other people's shoes, and the people who usually read more are actually shown to be more empathetic too. So yeah,
I actually so because I've been trying guys, I've been supposedly trying to write a book for like, I don't even know how fucking long now.
Yeah, you have.
But it almost like there was a time period where I felt very like nervous to even consider, you know, writing my own book, because you're very much like wearing your heart on your sleeve when you write a book, because it's kind of like when people like make a song, right? Like, or a song or a movie or something, they put their art, their craft together and put it out there publicly, right? Because you're gonna publicly get criticized, or, you know, publicly get praised for it, whatever the case is. But I never saw it that way, because sometimes I'd be like, damn, that song was trash, or like that movie was trash, or whatever, right? And I'm like, damn, that was stupid. But then, like, as a creator, like as an artist on the other end of things, it's like, it's kind of scary, because it really is like putting your heart on your sleeve, because you're letting people into your world, into your mind, into like what is going on in here. And so like, I never saw it that way. And then you know, like, now that I'm trying to, at least, like, you know, we're still a work in progress over here, but it kind of opened that perspective of like, it's, yes, you like learn, you know, a lot of things from books, like empathy and all that stuff, but also from like the person who's putting that work out there. It's kind of like you're putting a piece of yourself out there. Yeah, definitely. And it's like you're exposing yourself to getting criticized and, you know, like hearing all bunch of things from people.
Yeah, and it's something like I don't think you could ever be 100% prepared for it, because at the same time, it's like you're putting the best work that you can at that moment out. So it's, and to hear like different criticisms or praise or stuff like that, especially criticism, I think it's going to be hard at the beginning, you know. Obviously, like I said, you're putting the best work that you can out at that time, but you're going to keep on improving, you know. So it's going to keep on changing, but it is very vulnerable to put like, oh, this is how I think out in the world.
Yeah, and then I think we saw that too, especially when we decided to become podcasters, because like, even looking back now, like like our first few episodes, like that was the best we could do with like our circumstances and with what we knew. And we look back at it and we're like, bro, like we still,
it's rough.
I'm still embarrassed. I cannot rewatch that first episode.
I can, because it's like growth. It shows growth.
I cannot.
But you know, we also have to start somewhere.
Yeah,
I have to start somewhere. I can't wait until you decide to finish your book and publish it.
We'll get there, poco poco.
I can't wait. You know, it's gonna be like such a great accomplishment. But yeah, I hope whoever is hearing this, you know, take a time, pick a book. read. Mm-hmm. If you like it, great. If you don't, then great. At least you read a book.
Yeah. So we don't have much planned for today because honestly, guys, I'm gonna be completely transparent. With everything going on, it has been incredibly difficult to, try even think about what to, talk about that isn't politics, because honestly. I think I've just been really wrapped up in what's been going on, because my heart goes out to everybody being affected. And I can't even fathom talking about eating buttholes or like any stupid thing and like, honestly, someone fucking commented on one of our most recent reels. It was like stupid fucking reel where we're talking about friendships or something like that. And somebody like commented and they were like, there's like real problems going on in the world. Like, this is stupid.
I know.
Someone commented that or something like that. And I literally wanted to reply and be like, you're absolutely right. I 100% fucking agree. And so it's become very difficult as a creative to try and put out like funny content or like just
lighthearted, like humorous content. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I to piggyback on what you're saying, I completely agree, It's
been very difficult. So,
and like, we want to make you guys laugh. We want to be, obviously this is a safe space, we want you to come here and be like,
let me take a breather.
Yeah, but it's hard.
It has been so hard.
It's hard because Angel you've been laying off a little bit from like social media and stuff like that. I laid off on social media for a while, right? And especially when I was in Mexico, I wasn't on there, but I was still keeping up with politics. And then I came back and I'm like, head first, dive in, no fucking protection in there, like swimwear into politics. And it's overwhelming, but at the same time, it's like a constant battle, because it's a constant battle of like, how can I just ignore and not be informed? I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that, especially there's a lot of things happening that is affecting me personally, and is affecting my loved ones personally, my friends, family, and everything like that. So it's really hard for me to be like, turn it off, like, and be funny.
I think when you're like in it and you're just like, you have loved ones, like you said, loved ones, or just people that you love and care about, and close ones, or even like friends of friends. It's just difficult, like, when you just feel so bad and for what's going on, or people being affected, that like, honestly, like, ni ganas te da to like try to make joke of stuff. I don't know, like, some people, try to cope with humor, and sometimes I do that, but I think I do it more when it's something affecting me. Like, when if it's affecting me, like, directly, like, if it's something directly affecting me, like, like I'm having meltdowns or something, like, I'll make light of it. But like, when it's like affecting the people that I love, like, I just don't find it in me to make light of shit. No.
And it's just like, me personally, I want to talk about this stuff, but then I feel like it's gonna turn into just fucking politics. Yeah. You get me? And I don't want, not that I don't want that, because everything's political, but it's like, at the same time, it's like, you guys come here to kind of like, take a breather from life, and it's fucking hard. And to go to your like favorite podcast and it's still fucking hear all the fucking bullshit that's happening, like, también, it just can be too much. So
I do want to add, though, that fucking big fat ugly bill is bullshit. At least I'm telling you where I stand.
Bullshit.
Yeah. It should be ridiculous. The big bullshit bill. There you go. It's ridiculous,
and affects every single American in this country. And if you don't see it, then do your fucking research.
Yeah, it affects everybody. Like, it's so crazy because people are like, oh, I'm not on Medicaid, it's not gonna affect me. Yes, bitch, it's gonna affect you. What you mean? Fucking do your research.
Exactly. Like,
okay, let's not go down that road.
Yeah, let's go.
Ya vamos. We literally have to, like, it's so funny because every time we're about to record, we're like, literally for a whole couple hours before we actually record, we're just like going back and forth, telling each other exactly.
Yeah, just trying to get it all out before we film the episode, so that way it's not like,
yeah.
Welcome to NPR Reuters, CNN over here.
So we actually received a cute package from our friends over at Yo Sabo.
It was so cute.
It was really cute. All the stuff that they put in there for us. They were giving us a sneak peek into their second edition cards. I don't know if you guys can see here.
It's bigger. It's better. Guys, I'm just letting y'all know.
It's a big, beautiful game.
This is actually big and beautiful.
Yeah.
But thank you so much to our friends at Yo Sabo for sending over.
Yeah. So we just wanted to give you guys like a small, like, sneak peek as well. Because we, you guys are our friends. We want to, like, give you an insight into what our friends at Yo Sabo got brewing over there.
Make sure to follow them on Instagram too.
Yeah, follow them. What is it? Yo Sabo the game?
Yeah.
Yo Sabo the game. So we're going to do a couple of these Yo Sabo cards. And we chose 4. They have 4 different, what do you call it? Like categories?
I'm trying to look like over here because like you're flashing your cards, bro.
Oh, okay. I don't want to.
Sorry. I'm like,
did you see?
No, I didn't see them. But like they were like there, and I'm like,
hey, that's integrity.
Exactly.
You could have easily been like, echando ojo.
You just see me in the camera.
So they have 4 categories, right? The one's called Como se dice. The other one's Como se dice, but has penalty words. The other one is Puea Time. And the other one is a Chla card.
And, like, you could play this, like, you can make it a drinking game. I'm just letting y'all know.
Yeah.
You can make this drinking game, make it real fun.
I think we all need a drink right now.
A couple.
Yeah.
Pásame la botella at this point. But let's go ahead. Let's start with, ¿cómo se dice?
Yeah.
No, you want to start?
Okay. You ready?
And let me tell you guys, we were looking through the cards and they're hard.
They stepped it up because the last deck, I was like, oh, I think I'm doing really good. And then with this one, I was looking at some of them. I'm like, what the fuck? Damn.
I don't know how to speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Okay, vamos.
Okay. ¿Cómo se dice seesaw?
¿Cómo se dice seesaw? I was in 3rd grade. I rode a seesaw. In Mexico.
I love how you remember that, like...
In Mexico. Oh, I don't know if this is a word.
Just go for it.
Maringüe?
I mean, that's what you guys might call it over there.
Is it that? Maringüe?
No.
No, wait. Give me another try.
Okay.
I don't know, but que sube, que baja.
You're pretty close.
El sube, baja.
It's called sube baja.
Oh!
Which is so interesting. Sube baja. Like, who would have thought it was exactly what it does?
I was remembering the fucking song from Que sube, que baja. Que llegas. Do you guys know that song?
No.
The Duranguense song?
Oh, no? I can't remember.
Oh, okay. Well. Got it on the 2nd try. Close.
There,
right?
you were close.
All right, ready?
Uh-huh. Girl, I already know you're gonna make me look stupid.
Okay. Bro, first of all, I read this wrong. I thought it said something, but now I'm reading it and it says something else. I picked this one for you because I saw it said something else, bro. I thought it said butthole.
Sorry, I just sprayed.
But it says... It doesn't say that. They kept it classy.
They kept it classy.
But that's what I read. A ver, ¿cómo se dice buttonhole? Do you see?
Wait, you said it still sounds like you're saying butthole, buttonhole?
Like buttonhole.
Oh,
The hole for the button. I thought it had a boat. And it's funny because I looked at the word that it says, like the explanation. I was like, oh, I've never heard of this. I thought it was like, what is it, ano or something?
I didn't even know that there was a word for buttonhole.
Mm-hmm. There's a word for buttonhole. ¿Cómo se dice buttonhole in Spanish? You have 2 tries.
Buttonhole. Mm-hmm. Can I use my lifeline?
No. No. Absolutely not.
I cannot use a lifeline. Okay.
Buttonhole.
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 Girl, my instincts want to say hoyo de botón.
Okay, that's your first try?
Yeah.
That's not correct. Beep. Wrong.
Beep, bitch.
Oh, damn, that's loud.
I don't know. Ojito.
Ojito. That's a good one. But no, you're wrong.
What is it?
It's ojal.
Who the fuck says mete el botón por el ojal?
People who know how to speak Spanish.
Honestly speaking right now, please let me know if you fucking use ojal. Like, please tell me, like, who the fuck uses ojal?
I've only heard my grandma say it. Like the word?
My grandma was a seamstress, and I've never heard her say ojal.
Oh, then I don't know. I've heard my grandma say it, but not like something that I use. Like I would use, you know?
Yeah, but also my grandma was hella ghetto. Like, we speak Ghetto Spanish. Like, we be saying shit that's not even, that's how it is. Like, I grew up my entire life calling sopes gorditas. Because that's what my family called it.
Oh, no, sopes son otra cosa.
Yeah.
Because gorditas, where we're from, se originan de Durango. And they're stuffed. And
yeah, no, they're kind of like pupusas, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, my family has called sopes gorditas my entire fucking life. I would always be like, oh, me das unas gorditas, voy a hacer gorditas. And it was literally sopes. But I remember I had a rude awakening one time when I forgot where the fuck we went. And I was like, this is not what I grew up calling. I don't know. And like my family just, I don't know.
But I think it's like everywhere. Depende de donde es tu familia en México, le dicen
different
like,
things.
Different things, you know?
I don't know. Okay. ¿Cómo se dice yearbook?
¿Cómo se dice yearbook?
Mm-hmm.
¿Cómo se dice yearbook? Oh, I've never thought about that word in Spanish.
Yeah. You didn't hear your grandma say that one?
This bitch. ¿Cómo se dice yearbook?
When you were in 3rd grade.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. We're about to fight after this episode.
Do they have yearbooks in Mexico, right?
I think so. Like, okay. Si vas a las, like, más grandes, las escuelas más grandes.
Yeah, so, but you're in elementary, you guys don't get yearbooks?
No, because it was a very small school. Like, it was, like, my class was, like, me and 2 other 3rd graders.
Oh, that's crazy.
It was, because era en el rancho, that's why. Yearbook. Libro del año?
Oh, that's one of the penalty words.
Okay.
Libro de año.
I've never really libro de memorias. I don't know, girl.
Libro de fotos is the other penalty word.
Oh,
you were close. But the actual word is anuario.
Anuario. Mm-hmm. Makes sense because anual, not anuel. We don't like anuel. Anual.
With his fucking big ass forehead.
Yeah.
Have you fucking seen when there was a video of Yaelin fucking with him and she lifts his hair up and you could just see his fat ass forehead? Bro, that shit was hilarious.
No, I haven't seen it, but that sounds hilarious. All right. Wow, that's a good one. Anuario, ¿verdad?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. ¿Cómo se dice hiking in Spanish?
Hikeando. Just kidding.
Hikeando?
I have no idea.
That sounds like hackeando. That's not even a penalty word, girl. Get out of here. Where's that guy from? ¿Cómo se llama? Don Francisco. Do you remember? El de la trompeta.
¡Fuera!
Yes. What was his name?
So actually, fun fact.
What?
They actually, do you remember La Quatro? Mm-hmm. They basically nicknamed me after her.
Oh, that's what you're nicknamed after?
Yeah.
Oh, so because of your hair?
Yeah. So you know how she would do that little like palmita right here or whatever? So, actually, no. It's kind of like a spin off of that. So like my mom used to do a palmita on me too, but they would call me tres pelos because of the 3 hairs that would go like this. Yeah. But like, cause you know how they called her La Cuatro, they called me tres.
Yeah. Tres.
Yeah.
I knew that they called you tres.
Yeah.
Tres, cuatro.
Yeah.
Cinco, seis.
Okay, anyways.
¿Cómo se dice hiking?
Hiking.
Think about it, girl.
I don't know this one at all. My family don't do hikes. Ever.
Oh, it's because you guys are in Mexico, son de como de llano, right? It's like, está plano.
For the most part, I mean, the streets are not plano at all because you got fucking...
No, I'm like, do you visually see mountains, girl? This is what I'm saying.
Oh, no, está abierto.
Oh, okay, there we go.
I mean, there are mountains.
Like, very lejanos?
Yeah,
oh, okay. But
like, where my family is from, está bien abierto. You also got to think, like, we're surrounded by water, too,
yeah.
So
you're, like, in the...
Hiking. Ask my mom if she wants to go on a hike. She'll be like... She's gonna laugh at you. No, that's marching. Okay, I give up. Tell me.
You just one word? You're just gonna one word it?
Yeah.
Hikeando and marchando? Oh,
yeah.
That's 2 words. Okay. Well, this is how you say it. Senderismo.
Who the fuck says that?
I've never used that. And I lived in a part of Mexico where all I did was hike.
What do you guys call it over there?
I don't know. We never really referred to it like I'm gonna go
hiking.
hike up the
you guys just hiked.
Yeah, we just hiked it.
But it wasn't for fun. It was because you guys needed to get around.
I needed to go to another place. So it's like, it was part of like just our daily walk.
Yeah.
Thing. It was a walk for us because...
What is it called again?
Senderismo.
Senderismo.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of reminds me of like Serenat. You know when you serenity.
Serenade?
I can't fucking speak right now.
Serenata?
Yeah, there you go. That.
Well, yeah, you could get serenata while you're senderismo. I can't. Okay. I've never used that word.
Okay, we're now going on to the Puea Time. Puea Time.
Let me know if you guys got those right.
Oh, yeah.
Let me know. I want to know.
I want to know who the fuck...
You can't lie.
Yeah, without Google translating or anything. Like, who actually knew that? Puea Time. This one should be easy, okay?
Okay.
I tried to be easy on you. Go easy on you.
Oh.
Which animated Latina character is always asking questions?
Dora the Explorer.
And Boots.
And they're El Mapa.
Yeah.
Ready?
And Swiper no swiping.
Swiper no swiping. Puea Time. Ready? Mm-hmm. As a kid, what is the first thing you do when you see the beat? The beat. I can't even say the beat.
The beat? When I see the beat drop?
Stop. Why are you like this? This bitch.
You twerk. I'm just kidding.
Okay, again. I gotta start all over. As a kid, what is the first thing you do when you see the bean display at the market?
You gotta put your hands in it and just play with it. Mm-hmm. What is the answer?
Yeah, what else do you do?
Smack it. Oh no, es el costal.
It's beans.
Si miro un costal, I fucking gotta smack it.
Bitch.
No, but I
the bean display. Look, you put your hands all the way under, right? You play with it, but what else do you do?
You hide your hands under
what
the
else
beans.
do you hide?
Oh, I would hide the fucking scooper.
Yeah,
I would hella put the scooper down there so nobody could find it.
But that's the answer. Put your hands under the beans and hide the scooper. I guess we all had the same childhood.
Yeah, basically.
That is funny.
And then your hands would come out fucking ashy white. Yes. Like hella ashy and like
se sentían todo like
powdery. Yeah, powdery.
Oh, that was fun.
Okay, now we're moving on to the chancla card. It says, ándale, saluda, no seas grosero. Your mom hands you the phone to speak with relatives you have never met. Tell the group what you did today, but only in Spanish. No.
Okay.
Why did I choose this one for myself?
I know.
But let's start with you.
Okay. So I'm talking to my relative. Hola, prima, ¿cómo está? No, pues ahora me levanté bien temprano a las 6 de la mañana y luego tuve que arreglar la alberca porque no estaba funcionando. Y después de eso me comí mi almuerzo y limpié un poquito. Luego después me dormí porque estaba muy cansada. Y me bañé y vine a grabar mi podcast.
Oh, ¿cómo se dice podcast in Spanish? They just say podcast, right?
Yeah,
podcast.
A lot of them. Well, the podcasts in Spanish that I've seen, they say podcast.
Podcast.
So,
podcast.
Ese es mi día. Ya no me hable.
Bendiciones,
bye.
saludos.
Saludos, bendiciones. Ahí la veo no sé cuándo porque no sé ni quién es. Bye. That's funny.
Oh my God, I am not going to be as smooth as Edith because thankfully my mom did not hand me the phone that often.
I got it handed a couple times, but I think my mom got the gist.
The hint, like,
don't be doing that.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to people
that I don't know.
Unless it's like my grandma, you know, or like my aunts or something. Other than that.
Well, I'm gonna give you a little bit of ghetto Spanish because I don't speak as fluently.
You gotta hold the phone. Oh my God! Side note, it's funny because I asked my sisters how they hold the phone, and most of them go like this. Like this.
Oh, they don't do the...
No, they don't do the thing. And I'm like, it's like this. They're like, why are you doing that? I'm like, these kids.
No, they just go like this.
Yeah.
Or like
this. Or like this.
Yeah, because I was about to say, I don't hold it like this.
No, they go like this to simulate like the phone. It's like how we're like simulating the phone here.
Oh, that makes sense.
Simulating the phone. Or like this. But yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Anyways, go.
Okay. Let me hold the phone.
Ready? Hola, mija, ¿cómo está? ¿Qué ha hecho?
Bien, ¿y tú, tía?
No, usted hable con un chingada. ¿Qué hizo con su día? ¿Qué hizo con su día,
pues
mija?
tuve que madrugar porque tuve que llevar a mi mamá a ver a un doctor porque le van a hacer análisis de sangre, pero no lo pudimos hacer hoy, así que tuve que planear la cita para otro día.
Dios mío.
Así que tuve que programar la cita para otro día, pero mi mamá ya casi se desmaya porque tenía tanta hambre.
Ay,
que
dale comida, ¿cómo la puedes tener
no, ya
sin
se iba a
comer?
desmayar, así que la tuve que llevar a comer. Fuimos a desayunar, me comí yo una carnita con huevo and
Yummy, yummy.
and
And
y pues luego tuve que ir a hacer mandados para comprar mi comida para la semana. Y luego regresé para alistarme, me puse mi maquillaje. Y luego tuvo que venir mi amiga porque íbamos a grabar para nuestro podcast.
Wow. Wow.
I don't think I did that bad.
I think you did great. Great.
Also, what is the difference between almorzar and desayunar?
Oh, well, this is for me, you know, from where we're from, desayunar is like the first meal like that you do, right? Pero almorzar, el almuerzo ya viene como más a mediodía. you know? Kind of like a lunch in a way.
But, like, what if your first meal is during lunch? Because that's exactly what it was.
Well, I think technically it would be kind of like desayunar, because desayunar comes from the word ayunar, which means fasting. So it'd be like desayunar, so not fasting anymore. And that would kind of be your first meal, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. I don't know. El brunch. Fuimos al brunch.
Fuimos a brunch.
What is brunch in Spanish? Now, I need to know that one.
Maybe it's almuerzo. I don't know, girl. It's because, you know how, like, in most Latin countries, they, like, eat more meals a day.
Yeah.
You have your, like, your breakfast, then you have your, like, brunch, and then you have your lunch, and then you have your dinner.
Yeah, my family wasn't like that.
Oh, okay. Well,
but also my family would wake up. Well, my grandma was the exception, but everybody else in my family would wake up late as shit, have breakfast at like noon.
Oh, you see that,
and then have like their second meal, and that's it. Like just have like 2 meals.
Por eso. No, it's because we're like the opposite, because we have crecí like around farm animals and everything like that. So if whoever has cattle knows the struggle of having cattle. You have to wake up super early in the morning to, like...
How is Big Bertha doing?
She doing great. She in my tummy. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, we didn't.
Damn. I did not see that one coming.
We didn't kill Big Bertha. You know, that's one thing that I know, like, I found... not people found it, but I didn't know it wasn't normal to, like, you know, because over there we were raised on, like, growing up our own cattle, we're growing our own animals, and then, you know, certain animals we had to kill to, like, have food and stuff like that. So I grew up, like, you know, seeing the whole process and, like, cooking from the beginning to end. But I know it was not normal, because I came over here and it's like, what the fuck? Like, you ate your pet? And I'm like, it wasn't like that. It's cattle we grew and shit like that. So
that's crazy. Yeah.
So, but I mean, survival skills, I guess.
Yeah. What's your Chla card?
All right. Oh, you already read yours, right? That was okay. Chla, ready? Súbele, mijo. Your grandma cannot miss her nightly news. Pretend you are a meteorologist and translate this. Ready? There is a 70% chance of rain, along with severe thunderstorms and a chance of hail in some regions.
Can I read the card?
Yeah.
God, I don't know how to translate this.
Oh, go, girl.
There's a 70% chance of rain. Oh my God, I don't know how to translate this. I'm the worst. I can go on about my fucking day, but...
But now you gotta have me translate this?
Yeah.
You gotta be a meteorologist. Go.
This is like giving me like... This is triggering me from when I had to like... fucking translate shit for my mom. Which I had to do today. And I'm over here trying to fucking explain like medical terms. Okay. Hay 70% de... I don't even know how to say chance of rain. I want to say posibilidad de lluvia con... I don't know how to say thunderstorms. How the fuck do you say thunderstorms? Lightning is relámpago. Relámpago. Truenos. I have no idea how to say thunderstorm.
What the hell?
Okay, hay 70% posibilidad de lluvia con... How do you say thunderstorm?
I don't know, girl.
Babe, do you know how to say thunderstorm? Tormenta. Oh my God, tormenta.
Oh, I was thinking of that, but I was like, I don't know if that was like a thunderstorm or that is just a storm.
Okay, so hay 70% posibilidad de lluvia con tormentas graves y posibilidad de granizo en algunas, how do you say regions?
not like that. No.
Áreas? No.
Regiones. Regiones.
Regiones? I have no... Do you know how to say regions?
Yeah.
Let's just have Al on here.
Just regiones.
Okay, you can you say it better than me? I think we did it together.
I'm basically what I'm going to say, what you're going to say. Just
how do you say chance? Because I just
Una posibilidad.
Posibilidad.
Mm-hmm. Hay un 70% de posibilidad de lluvia acompañadas con tormentas severas y...
¿Es that how you say severe? Yo dije grave.
Yeah, severas. Y una posibilidad de granizo en...
Granizo, que no es...
You said that.
Did I say granizo?
Yeah, you said granizo.
I thought I said something else.
No, you said granizo en unas regiones.
All right,
so
guys.
Basically,
the point is we suck ass.
Mm-hmm. Don't contract me to be your Spanish meteorologist.
Yeah,
you're gonna get the wrong answer.
I'm a fucking Google Translate. Okay, so then the last chancla card, and this one was like a funsie for both of us because we want to see I want to see if Edith can guess, and also I want you guys to guess in the comments. Okay, we're about to. It says la chancla card says, "No le creas, es un mentiroso." Mentirosa. Give the group 2 truths and 1 lie and have them guess the lie. Okay? So I'm going to have Edith guess, but I also want you guys to guess. Let me know if you guys guess which one is our lie.
Yeah, so right now you're going to say it, right? Pause it. You guys pause it. Put in your answer in the comments and then come back. All right, go.
All right. Let me give you my first one. Okay?
It's gonna be hard.
I asked the cashier at a business closing down if she was losing her job.
You said that shit.
I did brujeria on someone. And I asked the lesbian nail tech if she was a bottom or top.
I think the lie is that you did brujeria on someone. The reason being is because sometimes you don't have no filter. So I know you probably did the register and the lesbian nail tag. You played out Aster.
Wrong.
Oh no.
I have never asked a lesbian nail tech if she was a bottom or a top.
Oh, like,
hey, pero soy capaz.
Who you do brujeria on, bro?
Well, actually, I don't know if you call it brujeria, but I've indulged in some freezing. I don't know if you guys have heard of that. Maybe look it up. Have you heard of freezing? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I froze. I froze somebody.
They're like this,
and people are gonna be like, "What the fuck is she talking about?"
Just look it up.
Look it up. Look up freezing.
Did you guys guess it? Because I guessed wrong. Guess I don't know my best friend.
You.
You did. You knew I was gonna go for that, huh?
Yeah.
You just fucking angel. All right, ready?
Yes.
This is just they're all kind of the same thing. You just have to guess which one is wrong, right?
Okay.
2 truths and a lie. I'm making sure that they're all good. Okay.
You do two lies and a truth.
Yes. Okay. I've gotten chased by a chicken.
Okay.
I've gotten chased by a dog. I've gotten chased by a snake.
You got chased by a chicken.
Is that my what?
Your lie?
Yeah, that's my lie.
I knew it.
Oh, you guessed it. Yeah, I haven't gotten chased by a chicken.
I got chased by a goat.
Goat.
Yeah, his little cuernitos were like, and he was doing that little thing with his foot.
Yeah. No, I got.
I mean, it was a girl actually. Her name is Chila. Her name.
Hola, Chila.
R.I.P. Chila.
Yeah, good barbacoa right there. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm kidding. I've gotten chased by a dog multiple times.
Yeah.
I just had that luck.
I knew that one. I feel like most people have gotten chased by a dog at some point, especially fucking chihuahuas.
Fucking
but the snake, I guessed it because I knew that there was like a lot of snakes where your family is from.
Yeah.
And you guys have made like belts out of them. In my head, you have.
I'm like, where?
In my head. No, dude, the whole fucking alligator Alcatraz shit. Have you seen the memes that que ya sacaron los mexicanos fucking making boots? Yeah. Where they were like, hey, they think they think us Mexicans are gonna be food for them alligators.
Jokes on them.
Jokes on them because we making alligator boots.
Yeah. There's alligator, todos los cintos y todo eso. Yeah. But yeah, I've been chased by a snake.
That's fucking scary.
Yeah, and it was downhill. I didn't know. I found out.
Did your ass fucking roll down?
No, I didn't roll down, but this is where I found out you never run from a snake going downhill. You always go uphill because they jump.
Oh yeah, and they fly.
Yes, they jump, so they empiezan a saltar bien.
So what happened?
Well, I ended up climbing up a rock. Like my adrenaline, I guess, made me climb up a rock, and the snake hit itself on the rock and left me alone. But then I was there just waiting for the snake to leave, and then
maybe it got a concussion.
Yeah, it probably did. Hopefully it died. But yeah.
And the second time?
The second time it was just straight ahead.
Oh.
So it was easier to get away from.
And then what happened? It just went away?
Yeah, it just got tired of chasing me. Yeah, no, it's because a veces it was just bad luck, honestly. Sometimes they would be mad already, and you just be the wrong person passing by, and you're the one that gets it. So, but yeah, one time like there was a snake all like coiled up, a rattlesnake, and I was riding my bike from school, and then I saw it, and then it felt like it was gonna launch at me, and then I broke on my fucking bike pedal things, whatever, and I was going downhill, so I just fucking rolled, like I just flipped and rolled, and I went home and with my whole face.
That's crazy. It's like survival of the fittest.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, dude. You know what? Living in Mexico definitely taught me a lot.
Some resilience.
Some resilience. Y eso que tenía la edad de mi hermanita, bro. I was like 8.
That's crazy, bro. But it's like crazy because then you think like, damn, like could you imagine Lexi going through all that?
Exactly. And that's why I'm like, when I'm over there, I'm like so overprotective of her too, because I'm just like, no, I don't want this happening to you or this or this. But yeah,
it builds some character.
That's true. I'm here, right?
Okay, so damn, we're getting hey, it's getting a little long. We're approaching an hour, but we're still gonna give you guys some chisme, but we did no break this time.
No break, that's cool.
No break. But let's give you guys some chisme. You want to let them know? We got
some long chisme too, guys.
You want to let them know
all the details. You already know. If you have any chisme, or your cousin's chisme, or your primos, tías, neighbors' chisme, you know, submit it. It's gonna be, if you're watching YouTube, the link down below. It's gonna be down below. And if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, make sure to head out to our Instagram. It's gonna be in our bio. Leave the chisme.
Okay.
Go, Angel. You're good at reading.
Damn, I didn't delete one. Did I delete the wrong one? Damn it.
Oh, no.
I hope not.
Oh, no.
Okay. All right. I don't know what the fuck happened over here. I might have deleted the wrong one. Oops.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. If you didn't hear your chisme, make sure to submit it again.
Yeah. Oh, man. I hope I didn't delete the wrong one. Sorry. I'm a mess right now.
I'm a mess.
Okay. Here we go.
Go.
Jealous over the books I read. Hi, amigas. So I've always been a big reader, especially 3 years ago when I was going through it. I fell in love with reading again. I love romance and thrillers, but then I found BookTube. Oh, and got into dark romance. I unfortunately lost my grandfather 2 years ago, and this triggered my depression and anxiety. My husband pretty much abandoned me. He would go out every weekend and would leave me alone at home with the kids, knowing I wasn't well. Well, he stopped caring for anything I did or where I would go, etc. Now he's trying to fix our marriage, and he took interest in the books I'm reading, but he is constantly judging what I read and has been jealous of the so-called book boyfriends. Ah, I know that one. I'm just kidding. It's a constant fight with him because he, of course, researched the wrong place, TikTok. He said, "Oh, you're reading about 6-inch penises." I'm sorry to disappoint, but they're usually about 9 or 10. I think I'm fucking dead. He said, "Oh, you're reading about 6-inch penis. That turns you on." I roll emoji. Since I've been dealing with my mental health, I have no interest in having intimacy with him. Plus, he killed my soul, to be honest. It's a constant fight over the books I read, and it kills me because that's my escape, my hobby, something that is mine, something I don't have to share with my kids or him, if that makes sense. I'm honestly getting tired of his insecurities. I just don't understand how a man can be jealous of his wife reading smut. I feel like he thinks I'm reading books and masturbating to them. LOL. By the way, I'm not. I don't know what to do. Help me.
Angel, do you want to put your 2 cents into it? Because I feel like, you're married.
Yeah.
She's married.
But I don't think I've ever had this fight with Val.
Well, what does Val think?
Babe, do you want to give your opinion?
Do I have to be on camera?
No. We're about to have a special feature. I'm gonna scooch my mic. He's a little shy. He don't want to be on camera, so I'm gonna scooch my mic. Do you want to give your opinion, babe?
I could say a lot.
Oh, he apparently can say a lot.
I guess.
Damn.
We're about to find out.
Okay, hold on. Stay over there.
Boom.
You have to.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Get closer to it.
So,
Yeah.
right. The way he's acting says a lot more about his own insecurities than her. Right? At the end of the day, if she wanted to step out of the marriage because she wanted to be with the guy who had a bigger penis, she would have.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Sometimes if you're like a guy who doesn't have the biggest penis, like you have that insecurity, but there's nothing you can do to like grow it, right? So it's like, my boy, you gotta work with what you got, and you gotta make sure
To take some pointers.
to take some pointers and figure out how you could be like the best you can in bed, right? It's not all about size. You gotta know how to work with what you got. And unfortunately, it sucks because the way he was acting now sounds like he's made himself unattractive to his partner. And unfortunately, like, if that doesn't get fixed, it's only gonna get worse. And it's gonna be an unfortunate ending for that relationship.
I agree. Do you being the husband of a smut reader, right? Do you ever feel like some sort of way of just by the stuff that she ever reads? Knowing that what she reads, like knowing the content she reads.
Well, because you don't actually like know exactly what I read. You just have an idea.
I have the same idea that guy has because of TikTok and social media and kind of like what has been said or like portrayed. So I have an idea, but it doesn't bother me because I guess I'm just confident in myself. Like I know what I bring to the table. I know what I bring to bed. Like I feel like
Mom and Dad.
I feel like at the end of the day, right? Like I'm a pretty confident man. Like I know the value. Secure. I'm pretty secure. Like I know the kind of man that I am. I know the kind of value that I bring. And like not to sound cocky, but I also know like what the dating scene looks like. And like there's a lot of dudes that ain't shit and there's a lot of women out there that ain't shit. And like I feel like not only myself am I like high value, but I know my wife is high value, and I don't feel like I have anything to be jealous about. If that's something that she enjoys, like that's great. You know, I know she's a creative, and as a creative, she's going to read things that, you know, are going to be, like, mentally stimulating.
Yeah.
And, like, I have no problem with that.
Y'all heard it here. Snaps.
Okay, but, like, what would you recommend her? Because she said, help me.
Yeah, like, what would you tell her to do?
Honestly, I think, again, honesty is the best policy, I think, in any relationship, right? So I think, like, they need to have, like, a serious sit down and like, in a neutral setting, and she needs to let him know how she's feeling and then see kind of what his reply is. Because at the end of the day, right, like, if I wanted to sit down with Angel and have a conversation, and let's say that it's a serious conversation, like, I'm going through it, like, emotionally, and I don't feel supported, and she doesn't, like, understand what I'm going through, then I might not be with the right person, right? Like, it sounds like my boy has some things that he needs to, like, work through, and he probably needs to, like, work through these things so he could also be, like, a good husband and be there for his wife, right? Obviously, like, in a relationship, like, there should be, like, the way she's feeling matters and the way that he is feeling matters, but, like, they gotta make sure that they're also good for both of each other.
Yeah. Well, right there. You heard it. Talk to your man. Shouldn't be insecure about books. About books?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
I mean, like, what is a book gonna do to me, man? I could burn that shit down. Like, I'm tripping about no book.
Val starts burning books.
But also, okay. But also, like, what's crazy is that, like, bro, for anybody who actually reads smut, literally, there's scenes in these books sometimes where they'll be like, she grabbed his cock with both hands, it could barely touch her fingers. Bro, this right here is not going anywhere near me. Okay, like, why does anybody think that, like, somebody who could wrap your hands around it and your fingers not touch, like, sometimes, I don't know, that don't sound.
I know, but it's also like, you know, it's fiction.
Yeah.
Like, why would this man be, like, that man's that insecure about, like, it's fiction. Like, characters, fiction.
What? He's okay. And first of all, he's like insecure about 6-inch penises. Like, most of these books talk about them being like 9 or 10. That's crazy because he's tripping over 6 inches.
No, but the thing is, right? Like, it sounds like he's going through something. Like, how unsure of, like, do you have to be in yourself and what you're bringing to bed that, like, you feel like you're being upstaged by a book, right? So, like, deep down, like, homeboy knows that he doesn't have, like, his marriage's, like, sex life on lock.
Yeah, well,
right?
she said that she hasn't felt the drive lately.
Yeah.
Didn't she say?
Well, because she's going through depression.
She's going through
but,
depression.
I mean, it makes sense, though. Like, if she's going through, like, a depression, right? And, like, he's also not helping her depression.
Yeah.
Right? Like, why would she want to be intimate with him?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
Exactly. Like, for example, like, if I'm going through a depression and Angel's not helping me feel better, and if anything, if she's making it worse, then I don't want to be around you, much less intimate.
Yeah.
Right?
That
So
makes
it's
sense.
like, again, it's like sex is a big part of, like, a relationship.
And it's an exchange of energy.
And it's a huge exchange of energy,
Yeah.
exactly right. And so at the same time, it's like, if certain, it's just a part, right? Like a big pie chart of, like, what a relationship is. So if, like, if certain parts of the relationship aren't, like, on lock and they're not, like, doing good, every single other part of the relationship starts to hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right? So
Yeah. Wow.
sounds like my boy has a lot of, like, work to do on himself and the relationship.
And also, like, hold on, sorry. And also, like, I think it's crazy because her grandfather passed away, and she's going through it, and this man is, like, going out every weekend and, like, living it up while she's at home taking care of the kids, reading a book, and now he has a fucking problem with it.
I mean, that's not his grandpa. Who cares? Nah, I'm just playing. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Like, it's just crazy because, like, all of a sudden he's feeling insecure or whatnot, and like that's what he's worried about, instead of being like, I'm so sorry I wasn't there for you when your grandpa passed away. Meanwhile, I'm over here living it up every weekend while you're at home.
Yeah.
Like, that to me is crazy.
I mean, and it's not like we didn't go through something like that. Like, when your grandma passed away, like, I'm not saying that I always knew what to say, but I was at least, like, there.
Yeah.
So if, like, Angel needed a shoulder to cry on, if she needed to vent, if she needed to think about, like, the great times that she had with her nana, like, I was there to listen, right? Yeah. So, and sometimes it's, like, as a man, like, you always kind of want to be, like, a problem solver, and you always want to be like, well, this is the solution to your issue, but it's not about that. Sometimes, like, your woman just wants you to be there. Just be, like, a shoulder to cry on, or they just want to vent to somebody. Sometimes they don't want to necessarily hear, like, your thoughts. They just want to know that you're there. Yeah. Right? So if she's going through something and my boy's over here, you know, taking shots with the homies, like, dude, like, why would she want to be intimate with you if, like, you no longer are her safe space?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Perfectly said. Perfectly said. Dang.
Yeah. That was a good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Thank you.
Do you have any last thoughts?
Nah, you got to start paying me if you want more.
Oh, hell no.
Come on, send me back.
And he's expensive too, so no.
There you guys have it. You guys heard from my man, Val.
Mm-hmm. A guy's perspective.
Yeah, there you go. That. There you go. Hey, that was like a perfect opportunity for a guy's perspective.
Let us know if you want Val to be on it.
Hey,
we've been trying to convince him.
I know. He's a little camera shy.
A little bit of a man's perspective.
Yeah. Maybe we could let us know if you guys want to hear more of Val. He's probably over there shaking his head like, nah, fuck that like, shit.
He's saying pay him.
Yeah, that's crazy. He's on like barber product commercials. Like, I've seen videos where he's like really fucking selling it. Yeah. But then I'm like, hey, let's be on the podcast. He's like, I don't know. I
don't know about that. I don't know about that. A little too much. That is hilarious. But yeah.
That was a good one. I really enjoyed like kind of nitpicking or like breaking that one apart because
that is crazy though.
That is crazy.
Because fictional characters, that's just like how...
Yeah, and that's funny because, no, there are some people who are like, oh, it's basically porn. But you know what? It really isn't. It really isn't. There are some which basically is porn, and those are called eroticas. Mm-hmm. That's what an erotica is. A lot of these, like, dark romance or, like, even just... you know, like the ones where the spice level's kind of low. There's a lot of, you know, romance is the romance genre is such a broad spectrum. Yeah. And it's not just about the fucking, because let me tell you, I've read a lot all over the spectrum, and there are some that are basically eroticas, which is the porn, and, you know, like, if that's what you enjoy to read, kudos to you, but
it's
like
literature.
There are a lot of what the romance novels are. It's more of like, it's just like love stories, and like they're just not PG-13. It's kind of like watching
spicy.
A lot of them are. It's kind of like watching a romance movie where like it's, you know, there's a plot, but there's also like sex scenes, right? It's like that. It's I wouldn't call that watching porn.
Yeah, it's just a little bit more descriptive because obviously you're reading a book, and it has to be descriptive in order for you to make the image in your mind. Mm-hmm. So I don't know.
That guy, I think he has a lot of insecurities. Issues.
I feel like he's what is it called? Projecting.
Yeah.
Just watch out. Have a talk. And if it doesn't go your way, then I don't know. Maybe
evaluate the relationship. You know,
especially
like
because he hasn't been there for you in such a hard time in your life. And I feel like when you choose to marry somebody, it's to go through those hard times, you know?
Yeah, it's through the good and through the bad.
Yeah, so if it's only for the good and not the bad, then what the fuck is the point?
Yeah.
Might as well just be by yourself. You're already by yourself.
Yeah, if you're just going through the good, like, I don't know, that sounds like a roommate to me. Or like friends, like certain, no, not even all friendships, but there's some friendships where you just can go through the good and like not necessarily the bad.
I don't know. I think you should definitely evaluate, have a talk and evaluate the relationship from there.
And yeah, definitely evaluate if, if...
Our heart goes out to you, amiga. I know.
Yeah.
It's
That's
been a
difficult.
couple years,
it's very difficult.
From the death of your grandpa, but it always hurts, no matter how much time passes. So, love, support. We're sending love, good vibes to you. So, yeah.
So I think we're gonna wrap it up there. We still have a few more chismes, but also don't want to make this episode extremely long.
Yeah, last episode was 30 minutes, and this episode's like 5 hours. Tampoco.
Pero make sure that you guys leave us your chisme, comment, let us know if you guys got the 2 truths and a lie right, or if you guys got any of the Yo Sabo cards right.
Yeah.
I don't know, just leave I love when people leave comments.
Yeah.
Go
go
for it. Ya ni sabía qué iba a decir.
Thank you again to your friends at Yo Sabo for sending over the game.
Shout out to Carlos, Jess, and Vic.
Yeah, make sure to follow them on Instagram at Yo Sabo the game. Make sure to purchase it too, you know? Show some support. Latino-owned businesses. Anyways.
So... Yeah.
You already said comment, like, subscribe?
No, I didn't. But
comment, like, subscribe.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know if you want some more Val.
Yeah, let us know what you guys want to hear from us, honestly. And also, if you're listening to Apple Podcasts and Spotify, make sure to leave a 5-star review. Anything less,
you're going to hit the DMs.
You could also throw in a comment there, because now you can comment there. I love seeing comments there too.
Yeah.
Anyways, se me hace que con eso los dejamos, ¿no?
Yeah. Anything coming up that we're missing?
I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither. Pero ahí los vamos a dejar. Que Dios los bendiga.
Besitos.
Bye, guys.